Alright, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Last time, we did some stuff in Riften, which mostly involved doing the whole thing where I walk around and talk to a lot of people and pick up quests that I won't be getting back to for some time. And today, hello Lydia. Today, we are going to be continuing with the main story and heading off in the direction of Karthspire over here on the other side of the map. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the carriage to Markarth and just run from Markarth over here instead of taking the long way from, I don't know, Whiterun, or it might be slightly faster to run from like Morthal to Karthspire than to run from Whiterun, but either way we're gonna go take the carriage to a city which I won't actually enter and head off in that direction. So Bjorlam, it's a fun name to say. And I forget if I mentioned this on video, but I did realize that the small holds, so Dawnstar, Falkreath, Markarth, Morthal, and Winterhold, those are the more expensive ones, and the large holds are the cheaper ones. I had initially assumed that it was like priced based on distance from where you are right at the current moment, but it doesn't seem to be that way. So I am going to Markarth, that's over here. The list is alphabetized, and I'm still having trouble finding the ones that I'm looking for. And let's hit the road. Alright, welcome to the Markarth stables. We could run up this way into Markarth itself if we'd like to, but I wouldn't like to do that right now. I will, visit Markarth. Markarth is the only one of the major holds which we won't be visiting as part of the story. But I will go there later on for, you know, non-story stuff. Daedric quests, some, Dwemer ruins, that kind of thing. I'll get into more of that when we, finish with the main story. I am not going to apparently light at this location just by walking next to it, so I guess I'll just walk towards the Salvius farm and activate it. I'll also steal these chicken eggs, because, potion ingredients. Are there, food recipes that also use chicken eggs? I can't remember. I don't think there are in the base game, but there might be in, some of the Creation Club content, because there's a lot of Creation Club content that I haven't, like, looked at, and I don't think I've actually, checked a cooking stove in Skyrim since, like, probably 2018 or so. Alright, so the Khajiit traders are outside Markarth. I did learn off-screen that there's actually multiple Khajiit caravans, but they all kind of enter to this guy. Alright, glad to hear it. So, is there anything that might be worth me buying or selling right now? Potion of Magicka. I'll always buy some potions of Magicka. I've apparently got about 500 gold left. Do I still have those dragon bones? I do still have those dragon bones. Let me get rid of those dragon bones. And, some other things in my inventory that I don't especially need. So, iron battle axe. Alright. We'll be on our way. Yeah, that does sound nice right about now, doesn't it? It's currently the middle of December, and it is excessively cold outside.
A peaceful greeting to you.
Interesting. So you are a skill trainer who will train me in sneak. I assume you are going to join your fellows over there. I'm sure I will, Kayla. Alright. So let's head off down this direction, and Karthspire shouldn't be too far away. I will have to do a little bit of running down the road to get there, and should I activate, like, Whirlwind Sprint as my equipped shout? That might make things go a little bit faster, but I don't feel like going into the menu. So maybe I won't do that. Alright, what do you have to say?
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me. I am one of the afflicted. I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Periite's protection. Returning to High Rock, our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Periite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
Alright, so that is actually going to kick off another one of the Daedric quests. How many Daedric quests have I, like, seen the beginnings of so far? I think there was one other. I can't remember which one it was, but I do remember. This might be a good time for me to get out the Atronach. I do remember vaguely having some NPC talk to me who might have said something about another one. Who would it have been? I guess I could look in my journal and check. Oh, it was this one. It was the Mind of Madness. The Fun Daedric quest. We'll definitely be having some fun with that later on. I also noticed that apparently I never returned to Klimek after dropping his stuff off at High Hrothgar. I thought I did. I might have done that in a recording that I cut and just started over again. I saw a shadow. Hello. Is this the first time we've just seen a dragon out in the wild? Alright, I feel like I should go fight that now, because if I don't, it might follow me around and attack me at some point when I'm, like, fighting other things in Karthspire. So I'm going to, gonna see if I can take care of you right here so that we don't have to fight, like, 10 things at once. You could feel free to land any day. I'm just saying. And you're flying away, and I don't think I feel like running quite that far after you to chase you down, so maybe we won't be fighting a dragon today. At least not right this moment. What was I saying? So I might have actually gone to return the supplies to Klimek, but it might have been in a recording that I didn't end up keeping, so I'm gonna... After I do this, I'll just take a detour back to Ivarstead to do that. Alright. Anyway, Karthspire, here's another overturned wagon. It doesn't seem like there's any traveler and or bandit pretending to be a traveler who's interested in ambushing us this time now. Yeah, I don't see the dragon anymore. I guess he just got bored and flew off. Anyway.
The Meads won't argue your ear off about which one should go first.
Excuse me?
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Honningbrew mead with me. Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Have I run into this random encounter yet in this game, in this Let's Play? I don't remember if I have or not. There's just... Oh, now the dragon comes back. Hello, dragon. Alright, and you are indeed actually going to start fighting around Karthspire, where there happen to be a bunch of bandits who I don't want to have to deal with at the same time as you. That could be a blessing in disguise. The dragons will just attack pretty much anything indiscriminately, including things that are also trying to kill you. It's not uncommon at all to see dragons get into fights with bandits or with giants or that kind of thing. I think the one that we saw outside of Riften not too long ago. Alright, so I need actual, like, fire spells here. The one that we saw outside of Riften not too long ago picked a fight with a horse, and I think the horse actually killed it, which I thought was very funny. This is a Forsworn. They're not wearing very much. They are the savages of the Reach. Let's see. Before I rush into that big old mass of angry red dots, the dragon's up there, so I can probably not worry about it too much, at least for a little while. Let's see. I'm being attacked by someone and or something. Who is attacking me? Lydia, Delphine, and Esbern are here. So Delphine and Esbern have, since I didn't have them, like, since I didn't run over here with them, they just sort of came here on their own. Ow. I think I set Delphine on fire. Sorry, Delphine. Let's see. Let me just loot these bodies to see if there's anything useful here. There's, not doing as badly on health as I thought I was going to, because these guys can hit kind of hard, but I did waste a lot of magicka, which I don't really want. Let me see. I heard a dragon just swooping on overhead. You, please, can either help or wait a minute. Someone else is shooting at me. Who else is shooting at me? Alright. I should probably... I don't have any more food, but let me just go and heal just a little bit so that I don't have to worry about getting shot from a distance at the same time as fighting a dragon. Alright, so you're gonna go and just take the receiving end of my firebolt over there. There's a bunch of enemy indicators on my compass up on top of this thing. Alright. Esbern, thank you. These guys aren't carrying much, but a couple of them have had amethysts. And gemstones are occasionally useful in this game. Let's see. All right, so you're another one. Ow. Go away. Thank you very much. Leg of goat. Yeah, that's not worth the carry weight. All right, so I don't have all right. Would this be a good time to do I have any more magic potions? Do I have a level? I do not have a level. How close am I to a level? I am not especially close to a level. All right, this might be hard. I might need to just actually hit you with a melee weapon until my magicka comes back. I believe I was partial to the Elven Mace. All right. Gonna just levy some power attacks on you. Gonna get some experience in regeneration. This might not be a bad time for regeneration. Some experience in one-handed, and am I out of healing items too? That's unfortunate. Okay, who is trying to kill me? Am I dead? Do I have any more? Okay, so I could waste these. Not the ideal way of healing, but it'll work. And how much more is there? I only see one more red dot. Is that the dragon itself? Is everyone else, are all the other Forsworn dead? Alright, I'm guessing that is the dragon. I feel like I should quick save here or something. Or at least, like, stay out of the way. Alright. So everything else that has tried to fight you seems to have done most of your health. And I'm probably only going to have to actually do a little bit. Let's stagger you for a couple seconds at least. And... oh, you're attacking me. No. Alright, how much more healing do I have? What is my max health now? Do those effects stack? Fortify health set? No, they don't stack. Okay. This is not very nice. I would like to survive this. I would like to do this without dying. Let's just hide behind here while someone else deals with it for a moment. Alright, how you doing? You are almost dead. I could probably... oh, no, I was gonna say I could probably just run in and whack you with something, but then someone else whacked you first, and now I don't have to. Orcish Greatsword of Consuming. That is a health drain effect. We're gonna also take these bones and scales, gold, steel arrows, basically everything else. We're gonna absorb your soul, and I think we are now officially done here. Alright, that was exciting. I barely made it out of that in one piece.
There can be no doubt. You are the Dragonborn of prophecy.
Got a frog in your throat there, Esbern? Anyway, let's see, I'm gonna just... sorry. I'm gonna run out this way, and there are a couple things out in this direction. So there is a dead giant. We haven't actually fought any giants in this game yet so far. I've been kind of going out of my way to avoid doing that, because they would beat me up pretty badly if I tried. We'll have a foray into that territory later on. All right, so there is an apothecary's stand here, an alchemy lab, a chest, flawed varlstone. So these are basically reusable soul gems. I know these were added in some of the free anniversary edition content. Don't remember exactly which one, but you can soul trap them. You can use the soul in enchanting or whatever, and then you can reuse the varlstone. Not a bad thing to have around. There's a unique item like that in the base game. Ring of Smithing isn't bad. There is an item like that in the base game. There's only one. And honestly, I kind of like it better that way. I feel like it makes it feel more special if you can't just find them as random loot. But I think we're done here. And anyone else Forsworn? Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about these these guys a little bit. The Forsworn are the natives of this part of Skyrim, the Reach as it's known. And on the one hand, they are very like stereotypically Native American in the way that they dress and the way that they live in these makeshift skin houses, teepees, if you want to call them that. And they are perhaps not a amazingly good honeycombs potion ingredients. Not an amazingly good like representation of native people in media, but I think they're they've definitely got more going on than meets the eye. Why? Oh, this is for some reason I thought that was a chest. They've definitely got more going on than meets the eye. There is a minor plot line that I'll be doing later on that involves them, where they're sort of, I guess you could say, rebelling against the Nords that kind of moved in and took over. Let's see. There were quite a few more dead bodies, quite a few more of them than I actually saw, and I don't know if it's worth. I heard the unmistakable sound of a Nern root. I'm wondering if it's worth going out of my way to look for them, because they might have some stuff. The leaders, Forsworn Briarhearts as they're known, have a useful alchemy ingredient if you can kill and loot one, but I don't know if I saw one, and I might still be early enough that level 11 that a Forsworn Briarheart will just not spawn. I also can't remember which one of these like areas and TPs and whatever I've actually checked so far, and which ones might or might not have treasure in them. I think that's all of them. All right, steel greatsword. Let's see. So we want to go up there, up here to Karthspire, and all right. I don't think I've been up here, so these dead bodies might be new. Let's see, there's kind of two sections of Karthspire. I think one is officially like the Karthspire camp, and this one is just Karthspire. There's a... Yeah, that's the camp. What I did say, though... Anyway, hang on, let me go do Klimek's thing.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, it took me a minute to find you. You are inside the inn right now instead of outside on the farm like you usually are. I got your stuff.
Quite a climb, wasn't it?
I'll tell you, Will.
Anyway,
If
much
I could sweep her
appreciated.
away from here tomorrow,
Here,
I'd do
take
it.
this for your troubles.
Kamex still has so much to
750 gold just for that? Wow. I was thinking like 50 gold would be my reward for that. Alright, I'm not complaining.
Yes?
Anyway, so now that we've checked that little box off, let me go back to Karthspire. Not sure how I forgot to do that exactly. I don't know if I, if the cultists or someone like that attacked me and I just got distracted before I could, you know, finish the thought or something like that. But anyway, we are going to enter the cave, and there's going to be a couple more Forsworn in here. There's not going to be too many. Shouldn't be all that scary. We're just going to go and set you on fire. There are 2 more plus 1 Atronach. Alright, so here... Oh, you're the Briarheart. Okay. So, if I were to... or someone else, I think that was... Esbern were to kill you, we'd see you have a Forsworn Briarheart, which is a decent potion ingredient. They're not super easy to find. Once in a while, an alchemist will sell one to you, but... Let's go and cast the Candlelight. Once in a while, an alchemist will sell one to you, but generally they're easier to find by actually looting them off a Forsworn. Alright. No treasure chest up here, I don't think. There should be one somewhere back here. Blacksmith's potion. Hello? Okay, I don't know how that happened. Havoc Physics Engine is having a moment. Yes, treasure chest. Alright, anything good in here? Garnet, money, ingots, and potions. And is that it? That might be it for over here. So I think we can move on. Alright, so coming past the interior area where the bandits were holed up. Alright, so I see Esbern and Delphine have already moved on.
These must have something to do with it.
Something to do with what?
Yes. These are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You had the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
Oh, he's done talking? Alright, so... Esbern was giving us a little bit hint. This is another one of those symbol puzzles. The arrow with the symbol pointing down is the symbol for Dragonborn, and if I can put 2 and 2 together, I'm just gonna take a wild guess. if I line up the symbols for Dragonborn.
Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Alright, that's cool. If I line up the symbols for Dragonborn, something interesting is going to happen. So, let's see. Alright, that's cool. Love walking across these because every time I do, I think we're going to catch fire miraculously.
Yes, yes. I think we might get to the entrance.
Alright, so I think that pull chain activates this bridge over here. I don't think this will happen on its own. I always pull it first because it's like right there, but I can never remember if that's actually like a quote-unquote puzzle or not. But now that we have now that we've made it through there, this place looks pretty important.
Wonderful. Remarkable. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragon. Look here. You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered
using your
Reman
blood on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor.
Game really likes having multiple people talk over each other, doesn't it? So,
This appears to be a shrine to Reman. He ended the Akaviri invasion under mysterious circumstances, you recall?
I definitely misread that subtitle as a shrine to Ramen until he actually said the voice line. So let me just go and activate this blood seal. This isn't going to be anything major. We're just going to play a little cutscene by activating it. Not even going to take health damage or anything like that, I don't think.
This was the foundation stone of this.
After you, Dragon. You should have the honor of being the first to set foot in Skyrim Temple.
Telling what you might find inside.
Well, if I'm remembering my my lore from other stories correctly, I think this is how we unlock the path to a Horcrux. Let me go and open up this one here treasure chest first because I did kind of just run right past it. This is a big one. Hide shield, dwarven mace, and some gold. Not all that much inside that one considering how big and prominent it is. All right. Let's go inside and we can see what we find. Alright. Actually, that was a joke. I don't think there are any actual spiders in here, which perhaps might be a little surprising, considering how long it's been and how this is the sort of place that you would think spiders would like to set up camp, but the game designers apparently thought otherwise.
Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact.
The bloom in this scene is something to behold. Might be a little bit
Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's Wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. Have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
Esbern, you're such a nerd. Oh, she actually lights those torches? I never noticed that before. I always just ran on ahead. I never, like, stopped to pay attention to what these people were doing. That is so cool. Was she lighting the torches outside, too? Is that why it got brighter when I, like, went up to the wall? Delphine, I think you missed one.
Early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on arts.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have.
Oh, Esbern does it too. How have I never noticed this? All the times I play this game, I never noticed that they did that. They're taking their time. That would explain why they always seem to take their time so much.
This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Toms, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to Dragon, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
So if we boil this down to its most simplistic essence, we're going to defeat the final boss by yelling at it.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old Blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn some history.
Is that it? I thought you had more.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
You also tend to rattle on for rather long. Anyway, so I'm not going to ask him any more questions because I think we've been here for a while. I'll be honest, I can't really make out much of what's going on this little engraving here. I think it's mostly, I don't think it's entirely just like a flat plane with a normal map on it. I think there is a little bit of geometry sticking out. You can sort of see that there are like shapes if you look at it from an angle like this. But for the most part, it is mostly just texture with some normal maps to make the lighting play off of it in interesting ways. And unfortunately, it's not like detailed enough that I can really see what is exactly going on here. But you might notice, I can see that these knights in shining armors down here, knights in shining armor down here, and they are holding the distinctive long swords, as I actually paid attention in school, and I want everybody to know it. Pointed out. And if you run into one of the rooms over here, we can find a weapon called the Dragonbane. Mace etiquette. Alright, that's an iron mace, no specific enchantment. That's going to raise our one-handed to 25. That is a regular old Imperial sword. And in this chest, we have a blade shield, blades armor, blades boots, and blades gauntlets. What? Really? Already? I'm out of carry weight? I did pick up all those dragon bones off the skeleton outside, which probably didn't help. What I wanted to do is equip all those, and that was all of them, right? And I guess I might as well equip the Dragon Bane too while I'm here. And if I go into third person, we've indeed got the armor that belongs to the Knights in Shining Armor that are engraved on the wall. All right, I'm over carry weight. I do, however, have a couple of potions of fortify carry weight, don't I? No, did I sell those? I might have sold those. All right. In that case, I'm gonna give some of this to Lydia, which I haven't really been doing. This is Dragonbane. There you go. You can have that. Have fun. This is heavy armor, as opposed to the light armor which I've been wearing, and Lydia does tend to favor that. Let me go and gauntlets, boots, helmet, and oh right, yeah, the regular armor. All right. Lydia does tend to favor that. I see she did indeed equip. She didn't equip the sword. You kept the battle axe, but you've had a bit of an upgrade in terms of your armor. So I think that counts as something. If you take the stuff in that room now, it won't be marked as owned and it won't count as stealing. But I think if you wait and come back, these two here will claim ownership of it, and taking it will count as stealing. I'm not 100% sure about that. I might be mixing that up with somewhere else in the game, but just something to be wary of. Let's see. I think there should be one more room in here for me to explore, I think. Is it upstairs? Maybe it's upstairs. Also, I don't suppose... Hang on. Those two were lighting the torches. Am I able to equip a torch myself and, like... No? What if I shoot a firebolt at it? Can I do this? No? That's too bad. Well, it was worth a try. Let me see. Oh, here it is, the other room. I don't think there's really much in here. This is sort of a sleeping quarters, so a cast iron pot. You can use your imagination what that is in here for and what it was used for. I'll give you a hint. It probably was not cooking. Mammoth tusk, saber cat pelt. Have we seen any saber cats yet? I don't think I've run into any yet, and that actually strikes me as a little unusual because they're not that, like, uncommon of an enemy in Skyrim. The saber cats. Wooden sword. All right. Are there, like, kids living in here or something like that? Or is that like a toy sword, or is that just, like, practice equipment? Let's see. There doesn't seem to be... I'll take the extra torch. There doesn't seem to be that much of interest in here. Alright. I'll, step outside, and I think I'll call it for this video. So... My name is Dragonite. This has been the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Next time, we are going to go back to the Greybeards, I suppose, and we're going to see, Can I stand up here? Bit of a better view. I want to end the video looking at the wall. We're going to talk to the Greybeards, and I'm sure there won't be any, like, tensions between the Blades and the Greybeards because they don't seem to be getting along very well. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.